What's good, YouTube land? Next up in the McFarlane Mortal Kombat, it's actually the first girl introduced in the toy line. It's Kitana. So this is Kitana's appearance from basically a redo of her MK9 outfit for in the timeline when the MK9 versions of characters are brought to the future due to time shenanigans, which I'm glad they just decided to go for this look instead of the Revenant look. Her Revenant counterpart rocked for the whole story. But yeah, it's Kitana. So there's Kitana. There's a picture of Kitana. There's the McFarlane logo, the Mortal Kombat logo. McFarlane logos and logos and logos, and we've looked at this box. This is the 6th time we've looked at this box. There's really, unless it's the first time you're watching this series of videos, go and watch my other Mortal Kombat toy reviews of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Raiden, Spawn, Baraka. Go watch all of them and do things. I don't know. Enjoy them. But here, let's see, because female molds are notoriously, I'd say, problematic because of the thinner parts. So they end up, I don't know, not turning out as good. Let's see how well Kitana's action figure came out. She has quite a few accessories. Hold on. Okay. I like it already. Alright. So this is Kitana. If you don't know, Kitana, Princess of Edenia, daughter to Shao Kahn, and, well, not biological daughter to Shao Kahn, but daughter to, Scream Queen Sindel, and Sindel's former ex-husband that Shao Kahn killed, although they've retconned it to say that she got rid of him by orchestrating his death, even though that goes completely against what her character was up until MK11. So yeah, Kitana falls for Liu Kang, joins the good guys, and this was her redesign in MK11 from her tournament appearance in MK9, which, let's get it out of the way, because I feel like at this point, even though we haven't had this discussion, it's kind of, I'm all for it's not desexualizing, but I don't need sex in my fighting games. And let's face it, MK9 and MKX focused way too much on the skimpy clothing. Now she does indeed have a badonkadonk, but I appreciate them redesigning her to give her more clothing. Because even though, yes, scientifically speaking, having less clothes would probably help you fight better, I just want to enjoy a fighting game for the fighting. I don't need all the titillization that MK9 and MKX had. I know people are going to complain, wah, meh, meh. But there's other things if you need sexual... There's in fact other things on the internet for these characters that you can look up. I want to enjoy a fighting game for the fighting game. You can have some skimpier clothing as options if you're that horny, I guess. But also stop being that horny. Go do something about it other than jerking off while playing a fighting game. But nonetheless, I like the design, the redesign of actually giving Kitana clothes, because she basically just fought in a micro bikini, I believe, in MK9. At least this kind of gives her something. I do like the blue and the black and blue. It's a nice color combination. Kind of goes with the fact that Kitana's, well, she's generally a kind of calm and level-headed person. Although she was trained to be an assassin all her life by Shao Kahn. So, I don't know. I do like the different colors of blue, like the metallic blue right there above her boobs, because of course that's one. And then the also on her mask, see kids, even ninjas were social distancing before social distancing was cool. Her hair is nicely tied up in a ball or a ponytail with probably a pin in it. That's also blue because thematically, of course. Her headband, which is nicely sculpted all the way down to her pretty big butt. And overall, it's a good design. Definitely, this is a solid feeling toy as well. Like it's on par with the men. Like it doesn't feel like they've cheapened out on anything, even though there's some things that are like most things are thinner just because of her body type. It doesn't feel like they've cheapened out on anything. So articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, which, as we know, every ball joint goes up and down, good side to side. It's kind of a little awkward. Her headband is soft plastic, and it does look a little thin down there, so I wouldn't, like, if you're going to pose her, I wouldn't pose her like that, because I imagine it could get stuck in that or be fragile, because there might be too much force being put right there on that knot. That knot looks really thin, unfortunately, but you can give her a full swivel. Shoulders, universal motion, although you do kind of have to force them around the soft plastic shoulder pads, which I'm glad the shoulder pads are soft plastic, but they're already ripping. Right there. Yet one motion through and they're already ripping. Although the other side is standing up better. You can go all the way forward, all the way up, forward. There is a secondary piece in there that is colored to human skin, to her skin color. Her skin color, specifically. Is she supposed to be Asian? She's Edenian, but I don't know if that would equate to Chinese. Like, no, she's not Asian. She's just. I mean, the actors who probably originally played her did the mocap and all that. They based the design off of, but Kitana as a character isn't from Earth, so she's outward, yep, nice. Bicep swivel, goes full 360. Double jointed elbow, full curl, beautiful curl. Though the elbow pad just end up floating a bit, it's not that much of a problem. We've got the usual pin hinge rotation wrist setup, which is a soft detent going forwards and backwards, and then you can swivel it so it can go side to side. I do appreciate the fact that they've actually, well, they haven't painted her nails. They've actually molded in her nails and thankfully left the open gloves looking like open gloves. You do get a ball joint at the waist. Can go that far, not too far forward. Well, to go forward, you have to use the other joint. If you're just standing stock still, you can go about that far forward with both joints. Way that far back. Go a lot farther. A lot far? What did I just say? And, of course, a ball joint. One prayer for one prayer equals one ball joint. That's how that works, right? You can go twist around. You can also twist below. Her ass can twist. So you got tons of range there. Hips. You can go, all the way forward because of the slight amount of soft plastic front of her pelvis. Go all the way forward. Can go all the way back because that does not look good. Pushing her ass, she's pushing her ass backwards, trying to appeal to Liu Kang. Very nice spread. Not quite a full Van Damme, more like maybe an 8. Or should I call it the Johnny Cage scale? Because this is Mortal Kombat. Damn, I just thought of that. She does have a thigh swivel, but unlike Baraka, you don't have an inner leg bit. Fortunately, no swivel at the knee, so it doesn't really go far. And it does break up the lines of her outfit a tiny bit, unfortunately. But it can go out that far. Double jointed knee. Again, very nice curl. She can kick. It's amazing she can fight in freaking heels. Like that. That takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill. You can actually touch her butt with her heel. She can kick herself in the butt if you want. You weirdo. Creepo. Why do you feel the need to do that with your action figures? Stop. Get some help. Let's check if there's no. And you have the same wrist setup at the ankle with the hinge and the swivel. You have a pretty good pivot, actually. Both ways. And you do have a toe bend. Also, this point, that right there, that spike is actually pretty sharp. It didn't break skin, but it is actually sharper than I expected. So, yeah, articulation-wise, pretty much everything you expect from this line, just in a much slimmer package. None of the joints feel hindered besides the unfortunate thigh swivel. I'm actually surprised. I was slightly surprised that the butt plate is soft plastic because so many. Again, I hate to bring in this figure, but hard plastic. You can't bend his leg back. Kitana can actually bend her leg back. One of the only character. No, Johnny Cage can kind of. Yeah, okay. Although it's Johnny Cage's ass is a bit firmer, so it doesn't really want to go back into place very well, but. Kitana's, no problem. So that's the base body, which thankfully is a really good base body. And we have to talk about her accessories. So she comes with 3 accessories, one of them being Melina's sai, or Raphael's sai, but no, it's taken from Melina just with blue wrappings instead of pink. And can she hold it? I believe her hands have a bit of flex to them, so they can hopefully actually get the sai in there. Her hands are actually quite small and a little bit molded, a little bit too, I'd say, molded in too close, so you have to really flex on them hands to actually get her Psy in her hand. No storage I see on her whatsoever. No ports, no pegs, nothing to actually like put maybe her Psy at her hip. Unfortunately, nothing like that. Her other two accessories are basically the same, like the same object. It's her signature fan. So she's got a closed version of her fan. My fan's right here. AKA the thing that's blowing this thing. It's blowing cold air at me. And again, actually this one I think can actually slip into her hand pretty easily. Yep. So she does tend to use her fans closed up as bladed weapons in some of her moves. But if she doesn't want to do that, she gets a full bladed fan with nice sculpting and nice paint. Bit of a problem. It's one solid piece, and it also is that thick compared to, like, it has I'm trying to figure out a way to actually stick it in her hand. The only thing I can think of which works is to sort of stick it in like that, but even then it looks ridiculously awkward, even if I there's no way she's gonna actually be able to fight like this as an action figure, fortunately. So as nice as the accessories are, she kind of stumbles a bit on actually having a place to put them. So size comparison, here she is with Sub-Zero. They both have a blue and black thing going on. Here she is with Scorpion, who doesn't have his accessories on. So she's about, yeah, she's the same height, although I don't know if canonically she is actually as tall as Scorpion or Sub-Zero. She's slightly shorter than Johnny. Hold on. Slightly shorter than Johnny Cage. But yeah, that's everything when it comes to Kitana. I'm impressed that they were able to pull off a female action figure in this toy line. Because so many toy lines I've collected over the years kind of feel like they stumble with female action figures. Like, this is the Lightning Collection's, well, she's missing her cape, but this is the Ranger Slayer. And it's not terrible, but, like, you definitely feel the difference, the thinness compared to the male Lightning Collections. And I've stopped reviewing these figures because, well, there's only so many times I can say, it's good articulation, but it's a slightly different suit design. But I could complain that you could say I could complain about the same thing with Mortal Kombat guys. There's not 4 figures per wave. There's only been 7 figures in this entire wave, and they're all so vastly different in looks. Like, these two guys look very similar because they're both red, but like, even if these guys had the same color, they look nothing alike. So it's like, it's not a fair comparison. I could easily say, but I'm not tired of the Mortal Kombat figures. I'm not tired of reviewing these guys yet. But that's mainly because they have such a long time in between releases, and they have only 2 characters per release. So it's easier to keep wanting these characters and these action figures when the Power Ranger, like, I want these guys, I don't want to review them. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Oh, and that was Lord Draken. He's probably one of my favorites. So, come on, Scorpion. Come on, Hanzo. Stand still, Hanzo. Mr. Hasashi. So, yeah, I would call this figure the base body of it a success. Some things that they could have fixed the accessories, in my opinion. They could have given her actually a way to, store her accessories, unfortunately, and maybe something to hold the big fan better. But the base body is definitely solid, and I definitely think that they could take this base body and remold the head, or just turn it into a Melina. This will make a really good Melina, which will probably happen after Melina gets released in MK11, which is happening the 17th of November, and I'm recording this on the 8th of November. So maybe this video will be released before then. Who knows? I mean, I do, but I'm sure you guys will let me know if it actually does, like, I don't know. Oh, no, I don't want to leave her accessories. And also, I didn't even mention, she also has the stand, the usual MK stand. So, that's it for this. What's next for this line? I don't know. Well, besides the repaints of the remold, the different versions of Raiden and Spawn, I don't know what characters are next. What characters do you think they should do? What characters do you want to see in this McFarlane's toy line? Definitely Melina. Don't know if she'll be next, but from this base, you could probably also turn this base body into Jade or Scarlet. I kind of want to see all those girls now. But I think Sindel would probably get a new mold. Hopefully they would remold things, because Sindel does not have this body type. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Scarlet and Jade and Melina. And for the guys, what's another character? Nightwolf, maybe a villain, because the line so far has been predominantly good guys. Scorpion turned into a good guy. Sub-Zero, good guy. Evil Raiden, but they released a good Spawn, anti-hero, Johnny Cage, good guy. Although I guess in MK11 he kind of plays on the good guy side. So I wouldn't mind them releasing another. Oh, Baraka. Baraka's a bad guy. And at the end of MK11 he becomes a good guy. Ooh, maybe a Shao Kahn. I would think Kodo, but Kodo's a good guy. Thinking of the MK. Shang Tsung, maybe. Some of the other ninjas. I don't know. There are too many names I can think of. I wouldn't mind seeing a Sonya or a Sonya. Maybe not from this body, but Sonya, Jackie, and Cassie. All the girls deserve toys. And actually, I didn't even comment on how well done the face sculpt is. It's not exactly animation game accurate, but it is probably one of best face sculpts in the whole thing. Like, it actually looks proper. Her eyes are straightforward. Nothing is mispainted. Nothing looks crooked. It's a good head sculpt. Let's see if the big old question. Wow, she can actually stand surprisingly well. So yeah, I think that's it for this. Let me know what characters you think they should do next in this toy line in the comment section below, and what other franchise do you think should get this McFarlane treatment? If I'm gonna pick one off the top of my head, Reboot. I want new Reboot figures. Definitely with this solid build quality, they should do. They could even use this base and just paint it like this, or paint it the white one, or the Megabyte one, things like that. But I want a brand new follow-up season of Reboot, the crappy thing we're going to ignore, that actually follows up properly from the show, and I would like a brand new Reboot toy line from McFarlane. I would buy the hell out of that. I know somebody else watching this channel who would as well, but what franchise do you guys think deserves this brand new toy line? Or a new toy line made by this toy company? Because these are really solid toys. But thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, finish him. Yeah, I'm also wearing blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Dabba. Yeah. Bye.